Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress.
Cognac, Wellerlane, and we are here at the East End Hospice charity event, Moonlight on the Luau. What a fabulous event. I feel like I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm glad you do, because we worked hard to make it that way. We have 700 guests coming to the hospice tonight.
Yes.
It's becoming the most popular event of the Hamptons. We have a casino, Julie Bluestone's jazz band is playing, and we have wonderful desserts, so you'll have a great time.
Introduce yourself to the camera.
Okay, I'm Linda Filardi. I'm the chair of the hospice event. This is my third year in a row. I live in Quogue, and I'm a lawyer for GE. Hospice took care of my father at the end of his life when he was living in West Hampton, and since then I saw the wonderful work they did, and I've always donated my time to this event, and it's been a pleasure to work with the entire committee and the hospice staff.
Can you tell my audience the story about your father and why he had to go into the hospice?
Yeah, my father had cancer, pancreatic cancer, in his 80s. And at that stage in life, you can make determinations about whether you want to continue chemotherapy and other kinds of treatment. He made the determination that he didn't want to do that. He had had a full life and wanted to die at home. And hospice allows you to do that in a very dignified way. Hospice hospice comes and takes care of people at the very end of life, and the families too. So there's a lot of counseling as well as patient care. And when you see how talented and gifted these people are, you'd come and support this event.
How old was your father when he passed?
82.
My father died of cancer too. You're a nice Italian girl.
Yes, I am.
Tell. Me too. Me too. So it is a little bit of a heartache that you even have to put your father or a loved one in a hospice. And this is such a reassuring, it's very uplifting that you have the help and the encouragement of the hospice.
Yes, and in today's world where there is so much medication and over-medication, especially with patients who are older in life, this gives people an alternative and a dignified way to die. And it doesn't have the burden of the very heavy hospital care costs. So it takes the burden off of our healthcare system. Hospice is also building an in-care facility in Cognac, which is on the water, and it's a beautiful place for people who don't have homes to stay at and die. So it's another way that hospice is contributing very significantly to the healthcare profession without draining the healthcare profession.
I think it's marvelous, and I enjoy talking to you, and I'm enjoying what you're telling my audience, and I want you to also tell them now where they can go to find out more information.
If you go to the website East End Hospice, you'll find information on Camp Good Grief, which is a camp for children who have lost loved ones, as well as the inpatient care facility, and other ways that you can contribute to hospice and help this really great cause.
You're fabulous. Thank you so
very much. Bye-bye. And have a great time tonight.
And we'll be back in a moment, Tolly,
And
some more
if you come this
interviews.
year, please come next year.
Wait. We're not going to go away yet. We'll be back in a moment with more interviews. Keep watching. Be champagne kisses. Welcome back. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the East End Hospice charity event, Moonlight on the Luau. And I'm here with the Master of Ceremonies, and her name is Grice. And she's here to give her support for this wonderful charity, this East End Hospice.
Oh, East End Hospice is remarkable. I have been a volunteer for just about 4 years now. I've been to Camp Good Grief 3 of those 4 years. This year, unfortunately, I can't make it, but I'll tell you, it's been a life-changing experience working with these young children, all of whom have lost parents or loved ones, and they spend a week, and you get so much out of it, being a part of this and learning from them. It's quite amazing.
It is. Tell my audience how you found out about the East End Hospice.
Actually, my dear friend, my best friend, is Martha Bellisis, and she is one of the social workers at Hospice. And we were having lunch one day, and she just said, I know how much you love kids. Why don't you volunteer to be, one of the participants in Camp Good Grief? And I said, well, what is that? She said, well, it's a week-long camp every year we do for kids who've lost loved ones. And she said, you go through training. It's pretty intense training. And I said, I'd love to, and I found out more.
There's something new, though, about the Camp Good Grief. This is a new program that East End Hospice has facilitated. Am I right about that?
It's been around a few years. I think at least maybe 10, maybe more. So, but I will say this, that it should be a role model for other hospices around the country. I do not believe that they have any equivalent week-long camps like this for children. And they're children ages 4 to 14, 15, and it's just fabulous for them and for all of us involved.
It's wonderful that you are sharing this with my audience, because I want everyone to know about this program. It's very important.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone should know, and find out more at the East End Hospice website. You can just Google East End Hospice.
Which is EEH.org. Yes, EEH.org.
By the way, I love this. You look so fabulous.
Where did you get this. I have to get one for myself.
Oh my God, this
You
is
look
all
beautiful
thank you.
tonight. Two beautiful blondes, right?
couture from H&M. What can I say, right? And Cognac, is that your given name?
Well, I'm in show business. That's my show business name.
I love it.
You're in show business too, aren't
Well, in
you?
a way, I'm in radio.
Tell my audience exactly what you do.
I produce and I'm a host for the only NPR station, radio station on Long Island. It's WPPB. We are Cognac Public Broadcasting. We're national public radio and local. And I do the morning show 9 to noon, and I do interviews on the radio about community events, what's going on the East End.
I'm
And I
sure you must have publicized this to the hilt.
Are you kidding? Absolutely, absolutely. And we get right behind East End Hospice. And in fact, I also had my first patient this year. I volunteer as a caregiver as well, as a volunteer. And I had my first patient that I was with for 3 months, and she passed away just about 3 months ago. But it was the most amazing, life-changing experience I've ever had. It was like whenever I would visit her, visiting hallowed ground. She was beautiful, and I just will never forget it.
I tell you, just becoming a participant, just being a volunteer, it's so rewarding. It really is. And
truly
it's
is.
so important that people know about this, that, you know, I understand that life is hard, but just giving a little more of yourself to this organization is the best thing that anybody could possibly
Yeah, because face it, we're all going to face it, right?
Yes.
Indeed.
Hopefully we all get old and we all will need this maybe someday.
Yes.
And I thank you very much for talking to us. Tell my audience, where can we go for the radio? I want my audience to know about that if they haven't already.
Well, we're streaming online 24/7 at cognacscorner.org.
Fabulous. And for this organization to donate, EEH.org.
That's right. That's right.
Terrific. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What a pleasure to meet you. What? Ciao, Bella.
Oh, ciao, Bella. And we'll be back in a moment with more interviews right here at the East End Hospice, Moonlight on the Luau. Pink champagne kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.